How's it going, everyone? Be humbled here and welcome back to some more Pokemon Scarlet. In the last episode we took on the STCs and now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go find the Treasures of Ruin, the 4 legendary Pokemon of this generation. But before we do that, I think we need a history lesson on what these Treasures of Ruin actually are. So if you complete the midterm exam for the history course, you'll start to get a course that or a lesson that explains what these treasures are. So we're gonna go do that and I guess see what Miss Rafford has to say about them. Alright, Miss Rafford, what we got today? Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by the midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. This merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 treasures for himself. Aha! Perfect timing to make eye contact, Eon. Be humbled. Answer me this. I said one of those treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think those tablets were? Well, nothing else makes sense, so... Correct, your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. Those particular tablets are wooden and were used as a writing medium in the East in the ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it said a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Why is her hair twitching like that? Oh, is it time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you are interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside of class hours. But that's kind of the main gist of it. So, the reason why these 4 Pokemon were sealed because of the disaster they caused to the king. So that's kind of why they were sealed up in those glowing kind of structures that we've seen earlier on in the game. So the stakes that we've been finding across the game too are kind of the keys to unlocking these Pokemon. Apparently there's 32 stakes in total. We've barely scratched the surface on this, so it's going to be kind of a little bit of a stake hunting guide slash showing what these legendary Pokemon are. By no means can I take credit for stake locations. I know Austin John Plays has had a video out for a while now that really well explains all the stake locations, so go check his video out if you need specific details on how to get to each of the stakes, but we will showcase where they all are for each of the 4 treasures. So let's get into it for the first one. Alright, so the first one we're going to go for are the purple stakes. And the first one here is actually a little bit south of Los Platos. So it's kind of like up on this like little ledge where the water kind of forms up here. So that is stake number 1. Oh, there's a Gimmighoul right behind it too. But we'll pull this guy out. So that is that. And since you're here, no, hey. Don't want to go on top of him, I just want your coins. Okay, 3. Alright. This is a very interesting little area up here. Never really saw this before. We've never come up here since we've gotten our ride power, so this is very interesting. So that is stake number 1. Alright, so technically the second stake location should be here. It's just to kind of like the east of those plateaus. You can kind of just glide over from where you were originally if you're following this video over here. But I believe we got this steak in a previous episode, so unfortunately cannot show it right now. But that is steak number 2. Alright, so steak number 3 is all the way up here, which we also got this steak originally before. It's kind of like the spiral mountain over here. It's just to the east of those plateaus. Quite honestly, to get these steaks, it's kind of easier just to have all your ride powers available. I don't know if it'll let you interact with the legendaries before the end game. I'm assuming so if you've actually found all the steaks, but definitely would recommend getting all your ride powers to make it a little bit easier on yourself to get all these. But yeah, this is where steak number 3 is. Alright, steak number 4 is all the way over here. And there's also a Gimmiko over here. If you kind of go from this Pokemon Center, the Missa goes south all the way around this ridge, you can kind of get there. Oh, there's a little chunk over there. But yeah, if you do that, you can kind of just basically climb up here, get a Gimmiko, and get the steak. I'm like in the steak right now. Alright, so that is steak numero 4. Alright, steak number 5 is all the way here. Actually, in this area, I can't remember what this area is called. South Providence 3. It's kind of like on this elevated rock over here. It's best to just go to this Pokemon Center, run up the path, run up a kind of like a ledge, and then fly over to the stake here. And I have a raid den too. So let's grab you. How have I not seen this stake though? That's the thing. Like that stake has been there a long while. Oh, a dark type fortress. I'm not interested though. But yeah, I've definitely probably seen this stake at one point in my journey and just completely ignored it. Is that a Gimmiko? Oh no, that's an Ackley. Alright, so stake number 6 is all the way up here. Kind of like on the border of, what do you call this? East Providence Area 2 and South Providence Area 3. If you go from the watchtower here, it's easier to just kind of jump over to this little grass ledge that's here. It's like right on the border of the canyon, but yeah, that's stake number 6. Yes, I will pull out the stake. Thank you very much. Alright, and that just leaves 2 stakes left to go for this one. Alright, so the next stake is technically an artisan apparently. It's just south on this ledge here of the Artisan West Pokemon Center. Something that I noticed when I was coming over here though, if I just walk over this way, it changes like the name of the area like 3 times. So it's super confusing. But yeah, this is stake number 7. Just one more stake left to go. Oh. Heard a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. Interesting. Alright, we're getting so close that this Pokemon's getting excited. Alright, let's go find that last stake though. Alright, and the last stake actually is like not that far away from the shrine. It's like right up on this ledge. We found this one on a previous video too. So if you just climb up the wall from the shrine, you'll basically be there. You kind of see like the marker by having that terrestrial Pokemon in the background. But we actually do have all 8 stakes technically. I didn't realize we already got them all. But yeah, if you just jump down, there's a shrine. No shackles or anything left on it. So I guess we'll save. I don't know which one this is. I know what they look like. I don't know which one is with each color like shrine though. A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Do I want to touch the shrine? Is that a good idea? I mean, I guess if I want this Pokemon. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Am I unlocking really bad things? Kerbang. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's you. The slug thing. Scribe. Interesting. So this must be the wooden tablets one. Attack. Ooh, we can attack of all Pokemon. This music is mysterious. I think this thing is dark grass though, so I'm gonna swap you out. Ooh, this music. I like this music. Who am I swapping now? Everyone's a little strong here. Guess we'll just try to weaken it and truck some balls at it. Truck some balls at it. What is Ruination? What was that? Alright, we chucked 2 dust balls at it and it caught. Alright. I feel like a dust ball makes the most sense of this Pokemon. I think they're all dark type Pokemon. The grudge of oppression punished for writing the king's evil deeds upon the wooden tablets for his has clad itself in dead leaves to become a Pokemon. Interesting. I'm just gonna leave you unnamed for now. Modest. I don't know if that's good on you or not. Interesting. These abilities are really interesting. Apparently they're not just like stat drops, they're like additional stat drops, so you can kind of go technically to -7. It's very interesting. I wonder if the Terra types are all random depending on the Pokemon, because this is grass dark, or if they're all going to be the same Terra types. Well, that would be interesting to find out. Alright, so that is the first of the ruinous Pokemon. Does this actually do anything? Faint writing is carved into the shrine. The ruinous tablet seal has been broken. I guess that's it. Alright, I don't know why I set the marker over here, but that is the first of the ruinous treasures, or treasures of ruin, whatever you want to call them. Let's start with the next batch of stakes. Alright, next we're going to be going for the orange stakes. So this one is over here, kind of like across this ledge hidden by the waterfall. It's in this area here. Honestly, it was the South Providence Area 4, I think. Yeah, I think this is, it's part of Area 4, Area 6. There's a watchtower technically that you can like unlock over this way. Would probably recommend to get that tower unlocked instead of just having to come from Alfornada, which I did. I definitely did not do the setup for all this, but that is the first of the orange stakes. Alright, so the next stake is to the north of Alfornada. If you have the Leaking Tower of Paldea travel spot unlocked, I would definitely recommend to go there and then just jump off a couple ledges and it's right here. So that's a stake numero 2. On to the next one. Alright, before we continue with the rest of the stakes, I'm actually gonna unlock the travel points or the map markers for all 4 of these shrines. I forgot to do that in the beginning of the video, but I think it's gonna be very helpful. You have to do kind of like the befriending quest line like you did with, we did with Mr. Saboteur. So we're gonna have to go talk to Rafor and get her to mark them on the map. So I'm gonna do that off screen. I don't want to bore you guys with all the boring data that she's probably gonna have for it. Alright, so in order to get her to mark the places on the map, you actually have to complete the history course and pass the final and all that stuff. But the classes are interesting. I'm not gonna feature it in the series, but I would definitely go take a gander at the rest of the classes. They have some very interesting Pokemon lore and history in them, and then she even tells you additional stuff about the treasures of ruin outside of class. So definitely recommend to go talk to her and do that. But should have all of them. Yep. So that's the one we just visited. Okay, this is I think the one we're doing next, the Ice Rend Shrine. So we have all these marked on the map now. Where are the other two? That's what I'm curious about. Oh, there's that one. Ground Blight Shrine. And then the Fire Scourge Shrine. Okay. Going by the names of these shrines, I kind of know what is in each of them now. So I think we're fighting the ice type next. But it seems like they're in the four corners, like north, east, south, and west of the world. And I guess that's where all the stakes are. So that's pretty interesting. But last, on to the next stake. Alright, so stake number 3 is going to be a little bit trickier in this one. So I'm here on the map just north of the Leaking Tower over here of Paldea. So this one is actually in a cave. So you're going to want to go down this ledge there, go into this cave system that I have yet never seen myself, which is very interesting. Any shiny Pokemon by any chance? Got to get that item. But yeah, it's all the way kind of like in the middle of this system. There's like another cave at the end over there. I guess I can kind of go see where that one leads out to. Yeah, I never knew there was like little caves like this out and about. It's kind of cool. Alright, so the cave on this side leads out over here to South Providence Area 4, which is just over there. So I guess choose whichever side is easiest for you. I don't know, it's just easier for me to just fall down the cliff on the other side, but yeah. Ooh, Riolu. I'm going to knock you out because I need more of your parts. Alright, stake number 4 is kind of south of this Pokemon Center, the West Providence Area 1. If you just fly down, climb over some mountains, it's like right on this little ledge over there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we pull that one out. And that is stake number 4. Alright, so stake number 5 is just to the west of that same Pokemon Center, but it's gonna be like up on this like area here. So if you kind of like climb up the rocks here and then look down, you'll see like this big hole, and then there's like that little mountain in the middle. So you just gotta hop, skip, and jump down there. Ooh, gimme go. I'll take that. I need all your coins. And that is stake number 5. So over halfway there with the stakes now. Alright, stake number 6 is kind of by this watchtower over here. The West Providence Area 1 watchtower. So definitely recommend just flying over there and then just climbing up over here to go get it. Let me just show it where it is in the map again. It's kind of like on this like little hilly ledge over there with like a single tree. So it's pretty noticeable, especially if you come over at night. And you look over from the watchtower, it's pretty noticeable from there. So that's stake number 7, ooh, 6, not 7, 6. 2 more to go. Alright, so this next stake is kind of like in this little like hole in the wall over here in South Providence Area 2, pretty close to the Pokemon League. You can honestly just fly over there from where you were previously on the other stake and just grab it. It's probably the easiest thing to do. But with that, we only have 1 more stake left. So let's go find that last one. Heard a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I did get the last one already. I forgot I already got one of these. Let me show you guys where that original location was, though. So the 8th stake that we actually picked up on our playthrough here was behind this tree in back of the Cascarafa gym. So if you look on the map, it's like kind of behind this big tree to the east side of town, right behind the gym there. So we picked that up originally when we saw it. But yeah, we have all 8 stakes now, so we can go over actually to the Ice Rend Shrine. We can't fly there yet. Oh. Can we fight the other one? Ugh. Huh, we can't fly to that one yet either. I don't know if maybe... I thought you could fly to them. Maybe you have to visit the shrines once the teacher marks it off on the map for you. But I guess we'll just fly over to West Providence Area 1 for now and just climb up if you don't have this on your map already. Alright, so the shrine is kind of like off the side of a cliff a little bit. If you kind of go up from where you kind of went up for the Sky Titan, start to go up that road where those boulders were falling on you, but go to the left here and stick to the left. You can kind of go to the Ice Run Shrine and just fall off a cliff there. But yeah, let's interact with this thing and get our legendary Pokemon. Faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Ooh. Oh, I know which one this is. We get the icy noodle. Rattle, rattle, rumble, rumble, rumble. Kerbang! We get this thing. The sword. This thing's so interesting looking. It's like literally an icy noodle. I know it's supposed to be more of like a leopard or something, but it reminds me so much of like a ferret. It is so ferret-like just because of how lanky its body is. Will a play rough take you out though? Yes, because you're dark type. Oopsie, let's redo that. Alright, attempt number 2. That is why you always hard save your game before things. I don't know. I don't really like auto-saving in Pokemon because I like to reset things. That's just me. I think auto-saving can come in handy sometimes, but most of the time I think it's best to have it off. So let's actually not try to kill this thing this time. Okay. 3rd attempt, not too bad. We got Chien-Pao. And I'm so sorry if I butcher any of these Pokemon names, they're a little out of my league. This Pokemon can control 100 tons of fallen snow. It plays around innocently by leaping in and out of avalanches it has caused. So this thing doesn't seem to want to be mischievous, but it is. So let's see. You're Dark Ice, which is horrible against fighting types. You are a rash nature. Ooh, that's not good for you. You're more of a physical attacker. Yet you learn Sacred Sword, which I believe is special. Interesting. Alright, send you to the box. Well, we have 2 of the 3 treasures of ruin under our belts now, so that's cool. So I guess we'll start on with the next stakes that we want to hunt for. So let's go find them. Alright, so the next line of stakes we're going to hunt for are the green-yellow ones? Lime colored? Not really sure, but this one is kind of all the way up over here. I don't really think we've really been over to this part of the map in this playthrough yet, but there's kind of like this area here, just underneath the North Paldean Sea. This area kind of has like a lot of ground type Pokemon in it from the west side of Glacado Mountain. So I would also kind of recommend you, since we're going to be in this area, just go get the fly point for this shrine, since we can fly to these shrines apparently. So I would definitely recommend that. I think you just have to interact with them once you actually have them marked on your maps. So I would heavily recommend that, but we're going to grab this one. There's a bunch of Slowpoke and a Slowbro down there. And we already did great, I think, get at least one of these stakes. So I think this is stake number 2 for us, but stake number 1 for the purposes of this episode. Alright, so stake number 2 is kind of like at the tip of this peak in Casiora Lake. It's like kind of at the south part of it on like the edge of one of these like little island plateau things. I kind of just flew up from Puerto Mariana though and got here, and it's on top of this like ledge here all the way by this tree. So that is stake numero 2. Alright, on to the third one. Alright, so stake number 3 is in a bit of a little cave area and a fast travel point that I did not unlock. So if you go to the east from Puerto Mariana here, you'll get to this area called, I'm gonna go back, Colonnade Hollow? It's basically this giant rock structure that I've seen in the distance and never went into. But if you approach the signpost there, you'll unlock the fast travel point because it's one of like the 8 or 10 sites of Paldea or something. And our next one is actually somewhere in this cave. I can see in the distance over there on that rock. Let's go grab it. Oh, and there's a gimme gold chest if you want a gimme gold chest in here too. Right there. But let's climb up here. So this is the next stake. So if you look at it on the map, it's kind of where that little dot is on the surface. Just keep in mind this area is showing the top of the cave, not the inside. But yeah, that's exactly kind of where you need to go though, inside the cave. But there we go. There's our next stake. Alright, so stake number 4 is actually one that we got in previously. Oh my goodness, Tauros. Alright, those Tauros had no respect. It'll be right by this rock over there. That was the one stake we actually picked up during our casual playthrough here. So that's stake number 4. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. I am just trying to collect stakes. And not the steak that you may produce, Tauros. Because I was highly distracted by the Tauros. In case I didn't show the location on the actual map, it's right over here, kind of like on the south side of this river, across from Cassiora Watchtower number 1. So just go there, fly over, and you'll get the steak there. Alright, next one is pretty easy to get to. It's on the island where you did the final fight for the Titan Pokemon. So if you just fly over to that Cassiora Lake islet point in the middle of the lake. It's literally, if you just go a little bit to the east and look over to the ledge over there. Hi, Altaria. Oh, hi, I have a whole audience. How are you guys doing? It's literally just on this ledge over there. So just quick fly over to it and you're good. But that is stake numero 5. On to the next one. So the next stake, stake 6, or stake 6, is just south of the island we were just on. If you just kind of fly or swim on over, you'll get to this small little island here, and then it's just on this little ridge down here. So not too bad. Alright, on to stake 7. Alright, stake 7 is kind of over here. It's on this like very high up ledge from the rest of the area here. The West Province, I think this is area 3. Austin even mentions this in his video, but if you go from Glaciatus Grasp right there, if you have that travel point unlocked, you can get there pretty quickly. So this is number 7. So close. Just one more stake to go for this color. Alright, this last one's a little bit of a weird one. So we're kind of like on the edge of Glaciato Mountain here. You can kind of easily get here from the Ground Blight Shrine if you have the fast travel point unlocked. So come over to this edge that's like right about here, and if you kind of look down, you can see it's very weird. It's not a very obvious area like most of the other ones have been. But that is the 8th one. So we should get the little dialogue saying, we hear a noise. Alright, and now let's fast travel back to the shrine since we actually have that as a flying point now. Just to make our lives a lot easier. I think I know which one this is. Just based off that cry. faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? Yes, I will, because I'm an adventurous little punk. Why was I touching the shrine just like underhand like that? That was weird. Krabang! You're the weirdest of them. You're the vessel, I believe. Poor! So I think you're dark ground? Ting-Lu. This thing reminds me so much of like the, was it the ancestor or something from like Elden Ring? Like the glowing deer that you fight, just because it has like antlers on the vessel on its head. I don't know why, it just reminds me so much of that. Alright, got its health down enough. Let's see if a nest ball will work on you, because you're level 60. And I am in the 80s. Oh boy. Don't tell me you're gonna be an issue, Ting-Lu. I gotta check what Ruination does. Is it like a super fang? Because it's a dark type move, but it's not doing super effective or like not very effective damage. Okay, we got it. Second ball. Alright. Not bad. Did take out Crocs, but that's okay. The fear poured into an ancient ritual vessel had clad itself in rocks and dirt to become a Pokemon. Okay. It is 1,542 pounds. Oh, you heavy. Your hardy nature. Oh, I can't check it on this screen. Vessel of Ruin Rose special attack, though. Interesting. Oh, so you are a ground type. The last two that we caught were Terra Dark type. But you were a Terra Ground, so I guess it is random. Alright. Well, we'll send you to the box. I do quickly want to see what Ruination does, so let me just do that quick. Okay, it's basically like a Nature's Madness, like a dark versions of Nature's Madness, basically. Alright, oh, it's only 90 accuracy. Well, I guess Super Fang's not 100% accurate either, okay. So it's like a Super Fang, Nature's Madness type of deal where it does a half of the target's HP. Alright, cool. Well, with that, I think we have the blue stakes, which we haven't seen any blue stakes in this game yet. So I guess we'll be doing that next. Alright, so the first of the blue stakes is kind of all the way up at the north part of the map here. It's like by this rock, kind of like by this tree. That's like, I think this is still part of Glaciato Mountain, or it's like North Providence Area 1. But it's like by basically the output of this river area here. So this is the first of the blue stakes. Interesting. I know what Pokemon you get from this one. So I'm surprised the stakes don't like correspond to the color of the Pokemon. So that's gonna be interesting. Alright, but let's get to stake number 2 next. So I am on the way to the second stake, but it's gonna be down here at this little like ledge, I guess, where this grass and the trees are randomly. So I just was flying down from Glaciato Gym all the way south, and there are these ruins on the way down, basically where I was. It's hard to see the ruins on the actual map like this, but I'm in the ruins, and if you do need a place to catch Spiritomb, one spawns here. Hi, Spiritomb. I'm actually going to catch you, because I just want to trade you off. That way it's easier for people to get you, but yeah. If you need a Spiritomb, there it is. Also be careful, because Spiritomb has Memento. It just use Memento on me, so I'm a little sad. I have one already, but would have been nice to give it to someone else. Head smash. Not night. No. But yeah. Alright, back to what our actual objective is in this this episode. Alright, so once you get down here, you jump off from the glassy or the icy area at the top. You'll see this when you're jumping down, but you'll just find this little ledge where there's a stake and apparently a gimme goal over there. I could use more gimme gold coins, so I'm gonna grab that gimme gold too. Come here, buddy. Oh, and there's a low kicks. I me in the background. I'm gonna get away from you. Alright, so this one is kind of like on the cusp of Tang Tree Thicket and North Providence Area 1 here. It's like all the way on this like ledge next to this tree. Where apparently you can find Ampharos and Lucario. But it's right there. I just flew that from the Pokemon Center that was near the Team Star Navi base. So I just kind of did that and then jumped all the way up to this cliff. But with that, that is stake number 3. Alright, stake number 4 is atop of this like little rock formation up here in North Providence Area 1. You can just fly it from the Pokemon Center there, and then you're gonna just have to scale this like little rocky mountain area. Koraidon doesn't like climbing up this, so you may have to do some jumping shenanigans as you climb up here. But with that, that is half of the stakes for the blue shrine down. Alright, so stake 5 is next to this giant tree. If you go to the North Providence Area 2 Pokemon Center, it's literally to the northeast over here. Just climb up a couple cliff faces and you should see a giant tree where this stake is. So, pretty simple. So let's pull it out, and that is stake number 5. Only 3 left to go. Alright, so stake 6 is actually like pretty close to Lavincia. If you go to Lighthouse there and then kind of climb up a little bit to the right on top of a very tall ledge where there is a tree, you'll see a TM, Solar Beam, and then the stake itself. So that's pretty simple. Never would have guessed a stake was up here. I completely never went up here before at all. Alright, so on the way to the 7th stake, I would definitely go and pick up the fast travel point for the Fire Scourge shrine if you have not gotten it yet. Probably the best thing to do if you haven't gotten the fast travel point is go down from the North Providence Area 2 Pokemon Center and just climb up a whole set of mountains here. And once you do, there is this very tall waterfall at the top of one of them, and if you actually go inside of it, like so, that Houndoom is drowning. Oh boy. You can find the ruins in here. So those are the beads shrine, but oh my gosh, there's so many Pokemon in this small little cave. Well, rip Houndour and Houndoom. Sorry guys. But yeah, definitely get that on your map if you don't have it yet. And let's continue. We just gotta go a little bit south here to go to the 7th stake. Alright, so the 7th stake is actually in this little ruins area. Ooh, there's lots of cool stuff in here, but yeah, it's just in the little ruins area here. I'll pull up on a map in a sec, because I realized I forgot to do that. That is number 7, but yeah, it's just this little small ruins area right at the very bottom of the area there. So just go south from the Fire Scourge shrine a little bit, and from the North Providence Area 2 shrine, or Pokemon Center. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm tired. Alright, and the last one is actually right on top of the Fire Scourge shrine area. So you can see it's like right here. So basically, if you just go back out the waterway and then just, before you go down the waterfall, just climb up the ledge, it'll be right there. I don't know why they placed a stake so close to the shrine that they wanted to seal so desperately, but they did. Alright, and with that, we have all the stakes unlocked. So let's go swim back inside here. There's a Dano drowning now. So many Pokemon in here. No, I didn't want to touch you. Sableye. Alright, get away from him really quick. Do a quick save. Oh god, he's gonna touch me again, isn't he? Get away from him quick. Faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? And I will. Alright, our last legendary Pokemon. Let's get him. Carbang! And it's the goldfish, the snack that smiles back. I don't know why, I feel like this is my favorite one of the 4, just because it's literally the snack that smiles back. We got Chi-Yu. I cannot even see. There you are. I think you're dark fire? I'm gonna see if maybe a Skitter Smack will not take you out. Oh, bam bam. Lapwing, yep, it is dark fire. Alright, let's. Oh, I'm burned now, but that's okay. I'm just gonna start chucking balls. See if I can actually. Oh, okay, Bam Bam, you do your thing. Gonna see if I can actually catch it in a Pokeball. I mean, we caught Chien-Pao in a Premier Ball. I think we can catch the goldfish in a Pokeball. Finally caught it in a Pokeball. Because I am annoying and I must do that to match its colors. But with that, we caught all 4 legendary Pokemon. It controls flames burning at over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It can casually swim through the sea of lava it creates by melting rock and sand. Alright. What nature and stuff are you? Still Dark Terra. Calm, that is... I mean, I guess that's not too bad. I think like Modest would probably be the best nature for you though. Yeah, because you lower the special defense stat of all Pokemon. Interesting. Alright, but we have all 4 of the ruinous Pokemon. Before we end the episode, there is one thing I want to do because off-screen RAV4 said that once we catch all 4 of the legendary Pokemon that we should go back and show her these Pokemon. So I don't know if they need to be in my party or if they will count in the box, but we will find out. Alright, RAV4, I brought you your Pokemon. Be humble, did you find any of the treasures of ruin? I did. All 4 of them. Oh, you caught Ting-Lu, the vessel of ruin? Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot control my curiosity. Judging by its shape and size, this vessel is almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact housing some sort of deity. I feel that there must be some meaning behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. Could it be this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? The mystery goes even deeper. My thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Looks like you have something more to report. What is it? Oh, we're getting all the, I guess, background on all 4 of these. Oh, so you got Chien-Pao, the Sword of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. I simply could not keep my curiosity under control. So the sword's blade and hilt form the Pokemon's left and right fangs. I wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. No, wait, I cannot imagine the king wanting to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state? The mystery goes even deeper. Yep, I got another one for you. Oh, I did. I caught Wo-Chien, the Tablets of Ruin. I've never seen so many wooden writing tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. The most excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos. Still valuable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. I can't read it, but given its length, it must be a story, yes, or perhaps words of a curse? Oh, one of the words weren't faded. How frustrating. These wooden tablets piqued the curiosity of the king. What might have been written on them? The mystery grows even deeper. Alright. Yep, I got one more for you. Oh, you caught Chi-Yu, the Beads of Ruin. Ooh. The beads like these were thought to be sacred and thus worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck like a pendant, but it seems Chi-Yu has 4 of them. Were the beads worn in pairs, like on the ears and wrists, or perhaps rituals were performed by 4 people? What on earth could have caused those beads, such as these, originally used to ward off disaster, to become bringers of disaster themselves? The mystery grows even deeper. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, Be Humble. This is simply amazing. You have now reported back to me of all 4 treasures of ruin. I never thought you'd be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks. I would have liked to go looking for those treasures of ruin myself and make them my very own. But I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone of a pure heart, that you were able to accomplish this feat. Are you not pure of heart? They may be treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider this a symbol of my gratitude. Take it, it's yours. Nasty plot. Yeah, you're plotting something, Raffort. You're truly an interesting one, aren't you, Be Humbled? I hope you don't mind if I continue to keep an eye on you. I formed a close bond. I think that's the end of her quest line too. But yeah, that's kind of everything for the mysterious treasures of ruin. So we don't have much too left in this game to cover, so I think next episode might be kind of like our finale or kind of like wrap up for now until we either get more additions to the game, DLC, stuff like that. So look forward to that in the next video. So thank you guys for watching, and remember to stay kind and be humbled.